Assalamualaikum everybody, and a very good afternoon, good morning. It's in the middle of the day, so I hope that you all have had your lunch. Today we're going to be talking about intermittent fasting. As you all know, this is a very trendy thing that's going around now. In fact, some of our staff at Columbia Asia Management Office are already into this, and apparently it works for them. So let's just talk to a dietitian and so that she can explain what exactly is intermittent fasting and how one can carry it out, benefits, and if there are any exceptions or just about anybody can do it. So if you're thinking of dieting, be intrigued by intermittent fasting. So let's talk to Ms. Nurshazwani Jasni, dietitian from Columbia Asia Hospital Tebrau. Hi, Cik Wani.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. Good afternoon.
Waalaikumsalam. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, before we start off, I would like to ask the audience to share this with your friends and your health and wellness groups on social media so that they can also benefit from today's topic. And of course, if you like our explanation, if you like our banter, do send us emoticons so that you can show our dietitian some love. And you can also comment, relate your experiences. And if you've got any questions, you can just type the questions in the comment section below and we will be sure to address them as live later after we have finished discussing intermittent fasting. All right, let's carry on. First of all, can I call you Wani?
Yes, sure, can.
All right, Ms. Wani. First of all, you can maybe explain to us what exactly is intermittent fasting?
Okay, sure. So a bit of introduction for intermittent fasting, or commonly we hear like IF. So that's the short form for intermittent fasting.
Okay.
Okay. So what is IF? Okay, IF is a popular trend of dieting and have been practiced nowadays among the people. And normally people practicing this because it shows that IF brings some beneficial effects to them, especially in losing weight. Okay,
Alright.
this happened by restricting the frequency of eating and the amount of food that they consume.
Yeah.
So of course, during IF, it involved period of fasting and then eating and then fasting and then eating for several hours and can up to days. Okay.
Okay. How is this different from the fasting that Muslims do in Ramadan?
Okay, actually, the difference is that during Ramadan, we cannot drink or eat at all.
Correct.
Okay, unless after kita dah berbuka puasa lah. But for IF, we can still drink, but later I will let you know what kind of drink you can take. Okay, there's a difference with the fasting in Ramadan.
I see. And then in terms of the number of hours that you fast, is it longer than what is the maximum number of hours that one has to fast when they do intermittent fasting?
Okay, actually there's a lot of method to do IF and it depends on the people whether they want to do 24 hours, 16 hours. So there are a lot actually.
I see. Which you're going to explain in a while because you have got a table, right? To show us, kan?
Yes, correct. Yes, correct.
Also, okay, you know, because we are bantering, so we're going to be asking questions as and when lah. All right, so maybe you can also address how does intermittent fasting aid in one's weight loss?
So actually IF have proven to show that it can help to lose weight. Okay.
Okay.
So
how so?
Actually fasting is a normal things that we feel hunger.
Yes.
There is a normal things that we will experience. Okay. But our body will get to use on it for extended period of time. Okay. And during the hunger state, we will experience fat state. Okay.
What is fat state?
Fat state
is it short for something?
No. Actually, this one it refer to the digestion and absorption that occur during this state.
Okay. So a fat is basically the term that describes absorption. Okay.
So this one starts when we consume food and lasts about 3 to 5 hours. Okay. But it depends on the food that we eat. Let's say we eat more complex carbohydrate like bread, rice, cereal. So maybe it will stay longer, like 5 hours.
Okay.
Let's say if we take something like simple carbohydrate like sugary food, for example,
Mm.
cake,
Mm.
cookies, maybe it can
Yeah.
last about 3 hours. Okay, and
Okay.
then during this state, it's very hard to burn fat because the insulin level is high. Okay,
I see.
and
Okay.
just to let you know, insulin is a hormone
Mm-hmm.
that helps to regulate the blood sugar level in our body. Okay,
I see. Okay.
so it means that it helps our body to use sugar as a source of energy.
Right. I see. Okay.
Then after fat state, we will experience fasted state. Okay, this
So basically, we're
fasted
talking
state,
about the digestive system before you fast.
yes, yes,
I mean,
that's
like when you're
correct.
not fasting and then when you are fasting.
Yes, correct. Okay,
Okay. All right. So
and then
now, okay, about fasting.
during the last state, the fasted state,
Mm-hmm.
this is also known as post-absorptive state, where
Yeah.
digestion, absorption no longer occur. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
during
Mm-hmm.
this time, it is very easier for us to burn fat because the drop in insulin level.
Okay.
Okay, and then metabolic switching means that our body changed to use fat as a source of
Mm.
energy instead of using sugar, which has already depleted in our body.
Okay. That sounds good, as technical as it may sound, but yeah, that sounds good. Wait, because there is that sentence that you mentioned just now about it starting to burn fat.
Yes, correct.
That's very good news if you intend to lose weight. Okay,
Of
how can
course,
one IF?
of course, if you want to have a good result, we just need to be patient and
Hmm.
need to wait for the result lah.
Discipline lah.
Yes, correct.
Also,
Discipline.
yeah, yeah. Do you have you heard of anybody complaining that they cannot tahan because if you're used to fasting it's fine, but if you're not used to it, then you may have a problem with it and just give up halfway. Have you ever encountered that and share that
Yes,
experience with us?
actually got, but then
Mm.
there's a lot of method actually to do IF. So I suggest to those which is convenient for them, they can try other method to do IF.
I see. Okay, so intermittent fasting is just one of the ways to lose weight. But why did you choose to talk about intermittent fasting as a dietary plan? Because there are other dietary plans as well. What are you like?
Because
You recommend it because you feel it works best for one's body.
okay, IF is different from any kind of diet. For example, Atkins diet. Since
Mm,
IF,
okay.
we focus on balanced food. We did not restrict protein or did not restrict any carbs or did not restrict any fat, but
Oh,
all in moderation we eat.
I see. I see. Yeah. That sounds very, that's logic. That's logic why you would recommend this, because there are a lot of things as nations that we don't want to miss out on, but at the same time we can also lose weight. So great news. I hope you all are tuning in now so that you know the benefits of intermittent fasting. Okay, Wani, can you explain to us how can we start with intermittent fasting? Macam mana nak buat? How can we do this?
So first of all, we need to choose which types of IF suitable for you. Okay.
Okay.
So I share with you 4 popular IF that always been practicing by people. Okay. So first of it is 16-8 method. Okay, which means that we fast for 16 hours every day and the balance 8 hours you can enjoy eating. Okay.
All right.
For example, maybe you want to eat during 12 to 8 p.m. and then 8 p.m. until 12 p.m. tomorrow onwards, you're fasting.
Okay.
Okay. All right. The second method is a 5-2 diet. Okay. During 2 days of the week, you just choose any days that is convenient for you, and then
Mm-hmm.
you eat only 500 to 600 calories only per day. Okay,
So
during
little.
the
That's very
selected
little
day.
actually. Yeah.
Yes, and the rest 5 days you can eat normally, but make sure during your eating periods you need to eat within your calorie requirement.
Okay.
Okay.
500. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, but that's only for 2 days a week lah. And then the rest of the 5 days, 5 days you can, not that you can just enjoy yourself eating whatever, but you still have a calorie requirement to follow lah.
Yes, right. You need to follow
It's
your
not that way.
calorie requirement. Okay.
Right, I see. Okay, so intermittent fasting is not just one set of rules that you have to follow. You've got options on how you want to do it.
Yes, correct. Just choose and which one is convenient for you.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so
Any
the
particular plan that you recommend, or they all work equally well?
normally 16-8 method is the most common method of IF practicing by people
Oh,
since
I
it's
see.
very convenient for them. Yeah, correct. Okay. I share you the third famous intermittent
Okay.
fasting. Yeah.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. It called alternate day fasting, which means we fast today, tomorrow we can eat. So the next day after tomorrow, we fasting again. Okay. It's
Okay.
just alternate day means. Yes.
When you say fast during alternate days, 24-hour fast, or because I'm looking at your table,
Yes, correct. Yeah, forgot to
100 calories.
mention.
But how can
Okay.
one fast for 24 hours?
Okay, actually, this one is we not very recommended for people because 24 hours is a too long period of
Yeah,
time.
of course, yeah.
Yes, that's why it depends on the people whether they can do 24-hour or eat only few hundred calories like 500 to 600 calories like the previous one punya IF.
Okay, so you can adjust it by yourself lah. That means you can do
Yes,
alternate days,
correct.
but
Can. No issue.
on the days that you fast, you can tak payah fast like totally. You can just minimize the number of calories that you take. 500 as
That's
you
correct.
mentioned. Okay, what about eat, stop, eat? Sounds very interesting.
Stop it means that we choose only 2 days or maybe one day in a week. And
Okay.
during that day, you cannot eat for 24 hours. Okay, this one
2 days in
is
a week.
quite tough. Yes, it's quite tough actually. To those who are really want to do this, they can still practicing this. But the rest of the day, they can eat normally.
Okay. This 24-hour fasting, you can drink, right?
Yes, you can drink, can.
Okay, just no food, but can you drink fruit juice?
Okay, that one I will touch after this. What
Okay, all
food
right.
or what kind of drink that they can
Okay,
consume?
yeah, whether drinks with calories or just plain water.
Yes, correct. Correct.
About that. So there are basically 4 types of intermittent fasting plans, correct?
Yes, this one the famous one.
Okay, all right. I just want to ask, the eat stop eat just now you were saying that this one you have to fast 2 days a week.
Once or twice a week.
Yeah, okay, once or twice a week. But the other one, alternate day fasting, this one you have to fast every other day. So doesn't that make
Yes.
alternate day fasting more challenging than eat stop eat? Because eat stop eat is only once or twice a day je you need to fast, but alternate day fasting every other day kan?
Yes, correct. But it also depends on the people whether they are convenient or they are willing to do the alternate day fasting. Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you mentioned just now the 16/8 method is the most popular lah.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, come. Let's move on to the next.
Okay, so I touch on what kind of drink that they are allowed during
Baru
the
mention tadi. Okay. Do's and don'ts.
yes, correct. So during intermittent fasting, you are allowed to drink only water or 0-calorie beverages only. Okay.
For example?
So for example, black tea or black coffee or tea without sugar.
Okay.
No
Juice?
additional sugar, yes. Even juice.
Juices are without calories?
Actually, all juices contain a bit calorie. We want the 0-calorie beverages.
Okay. So water, tea, or coffee, no sugar, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay, and then just make sure during intermittent fasting you drink adequate fluid. For example, actually we have a fluid requirement per day. which is 30 to 40 ml per kilogram body weight.
Okay.
So you need to times with your current weight. So that's the amount of fluid you need to consume in a day.
Okay. Your example
Okay,
ni, someone who weighs 40
45.
gram. Oh,
Then I times with 30, which is the minimum.
yeah.
So I got
I mean, if this is the real life example, I don't know why one needs to fast when she or he is already at 45 kilos. That's very thin.
1,000.
Oh,
Yes, correct.
okay, all right. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
Okay. So the best way actually to tell if we drink enough water or not is the color and the smell of the urine actually. Okay. So let's say if your urine is darker and the smell is very intense, which means that your
Yeah,
body is dehydrated.
okay.
Okay.
So, water.
Yes.
Hello,
Okay.
Wani?
So hello.
Sorry, no, I think there was a lag earlier. Carry on, carry on. We're looking at this slide. Don't overeat, don't binge.
Yes, correct. So the fourth rule. Okay, during eating period, okay, you can enjoy good, nutritious food, but within your recommendation. Okay,
Okay.
so every people have different energy requirement, so they need to
Yeah.
follow strictly on how much they need per day. Okay, and just make sure don't overeat, don't binge, don't eating something
Mm,
like cakes, sweets, fast food, all those
yeah.
one that contribute to extra calorie.
The audio went off a little bit just now. Can you just repeat that last part? Because for a few seconds the audio was out, so we couldn't hear anything. Can you repeat that last thing that you mentioned?
Okay, just now I mentioned don't overeat, don't binge on food like I showed to you, for example, cakes, fast food, chocolate, donuts. Okay, this one contribute to extra calories.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and they are
If
zero or
anyone is,
empty in their minerals and vitamins.
yeah, yeah. Because just in case anyone is thinking that, okay, since you can eat normally, maybe normally is different
Yes.
for different
Because
people, kan? I mean,
yes, because
my
sometimes
normal, what we're looking at is actually my normal.
yes,
So this is
so
the note.
sometimes people thinks that they can eat everything during the eating
Yeah,
period. But actually, you
right.
need to watch out what kind of food you eat.
Okay, so that's important.
Okay.
All right, okay, got it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
what is yours?
This is the interesting things that I would like to share with everyone.
Okay,
So needs versus wants. Okay. So we need to understand these terms. Okay. Needs is something that we must have for survival. For example, food, water. Okay. Wants
okay,
means something that is good to have, but not essential for survival. Okay. Which means, for example, extra portion of food.
yeah,
Okay. This one is more to desire, more to our craving. Okay. So
all right.
you need to differentiate. Actually, you need food, but you don't need that much food. Okay. So how, because people normally after eating they will say like I'm still hungry.
Yes,
Okay, they will say that things are okay. So actually what they can do is that during eating period, just eat food slowly and thoroughly so that our stomach can signal our brain that actually we are full. So it's normally take about 20 minutes.
per meal.
Yes,
You
correct.
sit down for at least 20 minutes to finish one meal.
Yes, yes, just enjoy your food within 20
Okay,
minutes so that during that
okay.
time, after 20 minutes, if you feel really hungry, that means you are really, really hungry.
Okay. So don't
Okay?
rush through your meal, yeah?
Yes, correct. Don't rush. Don't eat too much.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, a bit share. How much is 1,500 kcal?
All right.
Okay, as you can see from the slide, actually 1,500 is not that much. Okay. For example, during my eating period, my calorie
Mm.
requirement is 1,500. So
Okay.
my food is like this. For breakfast, let's say I take 2 slices of bread, one
Yeah.
nurse of scrambled egg, 1 cup of tea, and some butter and jam. So it's contribute to 380 kcal.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
Okay. 1,500 refers for the whole day.
This 1,500 is the average calorie intake for everybody, or depending on the weight of that person?
Actually, it depends on the weight, height, and physical activity as well.
I see. Okay. So when
Yes,
you say
everybody.
depending on physical activity too, means if you exercise, you follow
When we
1,000.
exercise, when
If
we
you don't
exercise
exercise,
more, when we exercise more, maybe our calorie requirement may be higher.
okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay, got that. Wow, there's fried chicken there as well. I was just noticing the picture. So betul,
Yes.
you can actually eat. This is normal. I mean, if you deduct all the sweet things like donuts and cakes and ice cream, so this is okay. This is okay. Not bad. Fried chicken is there. Okay. And sirap bandung pun is there. So okay lah, somewhat normal kan. You don't have to rely on just plain water all the time.
Yes, correct.
Okay, let's take a look at this. I see a lot of this actually. I know this is from Kementerian Kesihatan. Tengok
Yes,
it.
actually, it's a suggestion from our KKM to
Hmm.
make sure that our plate contains these 4 things.
Okay.
Okay, it's called Happy Plate Malaysia, or our tagline is Suku-Suku Separuh.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Okay, so where the suku comes from the starchy food, we have
Hmm.
rice, meat, bread, cereals. Okay, and the suku comes from the protein source. We have fish, chicken, or meat. Okay, and half of it comes from the green leafy vegetables and also fruits.
Great. Great.
Okay, just make sure
Not
during
hard
your
to follow.
lunch.
Not hard to follow. Because previously, suku separuh separuh tu is always the nasi kan.
Yes, normally people make half
So
of
they
it
didn't know
is
any better.
rice.
Yeah. 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 Right. Okay. Great.
So just make sure fruits you take 2 servings per day.
Okay.
Okay, maybe during lunch or dinner. And just incorporate your green leafy vegetable during breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
All right. Okay. Let's take a
So
look
I
at this.
share I share you a bit tips.
Can, of course. Please do.
Alright. Okay, if the protein based food, for example the chicken or the fish, is fried or santan based, we need to choose fresh vegetables like ulam or
Yep.
cucumber. This principle is to prevent like our dishes both are fried or santan based. Okay,
Okay.
we don't want both fried or both santan based. We want either one.
Okay. So no masak lemak.
Can actually, but if you take masak lemak for fish, you can choose fresh ulam.
I see. Okay. Good
Hmm.
advice. Okay. All right. We're done with this slide. So the next one.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the next tip, like I mentioned to you, during IF, you need to chew food thoroughly and slowly so that our stomach can signal our brain that we are full actually. So it take about 20 minutes, like I mentioned.
Yep.
Okay, and sixth step, of course, stay busy so that when you are stay busy doing your work, you are not thinking about hungry or hunger at all.
Correct. Yep.
Yes, and of course, be consistent. Don't today you do it and then you give up, you don't want to do, and then the following day your spirit come and then you do the same thing and then you give up. So cannot. Be
Mm.
consistent. Yes.
Yeah. About being consistent and about timing also, it's also important to stick to your meal times. That means if you have breakfast at 8 o'clock, so you don't have breakfast at 8 o'clock the next morning. Is that right? Because I've heard something like that.
Yes, correct. You need to be consistent with your timing as well.
Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. Next slide.
Okay. Next, we encourage exercise as well. Okay, during fasting, of course, we will feel tired, no energy to do exercise, right? Okay, but you need to know that during fasting, we have a tendency that our muscle is dropped, not our fat. So we want to preserve our muscle and we want to burn the fat. So we must make sure that we do some exercise as well.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we have sedentary activity and vigorous activity. For sedentary activity like yoga or any indoor cleaning house or just for brisk walking, you
Yeah.
need to do it at least 150 minutes per week.
Okay. I'm so glad that there's also a picture of this woman vacuuming her house, because that's
Yes.
also a way to lose calories. That's exercise, kan?
Yes, correct. It burns about 3.5 to 7 kcal per minute.
Wow. There you go.
Okay,
Housework.
and then for vigorous activity, you can do at least 75 minutes per week. Okay, it burns more
Okay.
than 7 kcal per minute. For example, like playing soccer, swimming. This one is very difficult since because of the pandemic, the COVID situation, so you cannot go out.
Yeah.
So
Okay. You
focus on
include
it.
exercise. Sorry, you include exercise if, of course, it's always good to diet and then exercise at the same time. But I know some people, maybe they're not used to exercising, so they just want to diet. Would that work for intermittent fasting?
Actually, it works, but then it's very slow, and then we afraid that you have tendency of losing muscle instead of losing fat.
I see. Okay. All right. Got it.
Okay, just
The
a bit
explanation.
info. During IF, you can do exercise during your eating time,
Okay.
or you can do it 1 hour before you boleh start makan, so that you won't feel hungry after you exercise.
Yeah. So it's okay to not exercise on the days that you fast.
Yes.
Okay. Because when you
Okay.
fast during, I mean, I'm just relating lah. Some people do exercise in Ramadan when they fast, but they will start exercising an hour before breaking fast, so that by the
Yes,
end
actually,
you can actually drink.
this one is convenient. It depends on them
Yeah,
whether
correct.
they want to do during the fasting state or during the eating period.
Okay. All right, great. So let's take a look at the next one.
Okay, so the next recommendation, of course, to incorporate fiber into your diet.
Of course. Yang ni yang separuh tu.
Yes, betul. Supposedly separuh comes from here.
Okay.
Okay, and fiber, it comes from the green leafy vegetable and fruits as well. Okay, for example, like spinach, mustard leaf, cabbage, broccoli, you need to consume it 2 to 3 servings per day.
I see. Okay,
Okay?
one is, since we're on the subject of this, and you mentioned the suku separuh just now. When we have a plate of our protein, carbohydrates, and fiber, is there a sequence in which do we eat first? Is it recommended to eat vegetables first and then only protein with rice, or it's okay to just, whatever that makes you feel comfortable, a little bit of that, this, for the entire duration of your meal?
Okay, in our plate, as long as you maintain the portion of the rice, should be okay if you want to eat it anyways.
Okay.
Okay, but just
Okay.
in case you are not, you think that your rice is too big, or maybe you want to reduce your rice, you can try to take your vegetable first, your protein source first, your fruits, so that when you feel full, so the rice you can reduce it.
That's a very good tip. Great, great. Baguslah you ni. Okay.
Alright, so I touched about fiber a bit.
Okay.
Okay, in a day, fiber requirement is 20 to 35 gram per day.
Okay.
Okay, Alright, fiber very important. Later I will explain to you the benefits of fiber.
Mm-mm.
So just show you a tips on how to have fiber in your food.
Okay.
Okay, you can snack on fresh fruits or nuts. Okay, if you want to choose dried fruits, choose those with unsweetened, unsalted fruits or nuts.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Okay, and then you eat fruits with the skin. For example, apple with the skin. Don't peel the skin since the fiber comes from the skin.
Yeah. Some people are afraid of that because they feel that the skin is where, there's probably wax and then chemicals, pesticides. Of course, there are products right now that you can wash off, kan? Those yucky stuff before you eat the skin.
Just make sure you wash the fruits, clean
Mm.
thoroughly, then you can enjoy eating the fruits.
Okay, okay. All right. Sorry. How do you wash the fruits? Yourself, your personal experience?
Okay, just for me, I just wash in running water.
Oh, okay. That's easy.
Yes, just wash in the running water, just clean it thoroughly, or if you want to cut the fruits and wash, also can actually, but it can reduce the potassium content actually.
Oh, so can you mention that again? What is recommended? Wash and then eat. Don't,
Yes, wash thoroughly, clean, and then you can enjoy eating the fruits.
okay, but don't do what you mentioned earlier?
If you cut the fruits into small pieces and you wash
Mhm.
it, you might lose the potassium, which is actually is essential for our body as well.
Okay, does that go for vegetables too? That means before you want to prepare them, wash first and then cut. Don't cut and then wash.
Yes, yes. Actually, this one we recommend for patients that having renal problem.
Oh, I
So
see.
they need to wash the vegetable after they cut or the fruit so that the potassium content will dissolve.
Okay. All right. All right. Cool. That's a good tip.
So the third is to switch to whole grain bread, rice, tortilla, and bun.
Mm. Okay.
Okay, you can change from white bread to whole grain. No issue.
Okay. Good.
Then
I
eat
think,
more whole grain and more whole grain products. For example, like cereals, cornflakes.
yeah. Yeah. What can you
Then
advise people who say that when they eat brown rice, they don't feel that it's suitable with their sambal belacan and whatnot? But of course lah, there's option either you want to go sihat or tak berapa sihat lah, I suppose. What's your opinion on that?
actually, got people say that brown rice is like fibrous. It's not that comfortable
Yeah,
when you eat.
yeah,
But
that's right.
the thing is that you can actually mix the brown rice 50% and 50% with the white rice, so you still get
Oh, I
the
see.
whole grain from the brown rice.
I see. That's a very good tip. Okay, good, good, good.
Okay, and then just include your vegetable in your plate. Like I mentioned, 3 servings per day.
Mm.
Okay, and this one during grocery, you can check the food label. You can go for the fiber content. Okay, try to choose fiber content that have 3 grams of fiber per serving. Okay, which
All right.
shows that this food contain very high fiber. Or you can see from the stem like whole grain stem or whole grain any sticker that mention on the products.
Okay.
Okay, and maybe when you enjoy your overnight oat or anything, you can sprinkle some nuts or seeds into your
Mm.
desserts maybe. Yes.
Yeah.
The and the graph that not sorry, not the graph. So the table that I show you beside
Yeah.
that, actually it shows the fiber content in that portion of food. For example, barley cook half cup, you contain 3 grams of fiber. So you
It's
can
a bit
see from
small
here
actually.
actually.
Okay. Do you want to go through a few of these, the common ones? Because I don't think viewers can see. It's too small actually on the screen.
Correct, correct. The list actually very long. This one I summarize
Yeah, yeah.
actually.
Okay, you can just summarize.
So just focus on anything that contain whole grain,
Mm-mm.
wholemeal. So that one, of course, is contain the high fiber content.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I don't mean to promote any apps, but I'm sure like there are apps out there to make it easy for us to find out how much calories are in certain types of food. Because I know a long time ago, what people used to do was they would bring penimbang, like weights, wherever they go, and they will actually weigh the food first before they eat. But now because we've got apps, so do you recommend any apps that is convenient, practical for people to calculate their calories before they eat or after they eat?
Actually, of course, there are lots of apps out there,
Mm.
but actually, it's quite difficult to use app while you eating, while you go for anything, unless you can calculate manually. Which I will educate my patient on how they can actually estimate how much the food they eat manually.
Oh, that's interesting. Can you share that with us? Is it very long?
Actually, it's a principle that we use, which is called exchange.
Okay.
Okay, for example, one scoop of rice equivalent to 75 kilocalorie.
One scoop. Okay. All right.
So normally during counseling session, I will show the patient actually one scoop is this much and two scoop this much. So let's say the patient take two scoop, it's already 150 calorie.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
So that's for rice. But what about proteins?
The protein we have our household measurement.
Mm.
Okay. For example, we can use our palm for the size of the chicken. Okay. Let's say if half of it already 65 calorie, if one
Mm-mm.
palm size is
Yeah.
already 100, you need to plus 65 is 65.
Okay. Say again. You need to this, and then you
To
need
add
to plus
65 is 65, yes.
65 and 65.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. I hope I remember that. All right. Okay. Can we
Then for, yes,
Sorry. Carry on. If you've got something else to say about this slide, please do.
yes. And then for the fruits, I also educate patient and actually this portion, how much the household measurement. For example, if they eat grapes 8 nose, it
Mm-hmm.
contribute to 60 calorie.
Okay.
We have yes, we have our standard measurement and actually how much the calorie it contribute from the household measurements.
All right.
Actually, it's a bit tricky. It's very long, but
Mm-mm.
normally it takes times during the consultation session.
Okay. So if anyone lives in JB and if you would like to have a consultation with the dietitian at Columbia Asia Hospital Tebrau, you can always meet up with Wani there because you can sit down
Get
with
some
her.
promotion here.
Yeah, she can guide
Okay.
you through a whole proper diet plan. Okay, let's take a look at the next slide.
Okay, so I share with you some benefits of fiber.
Okay.
Okay, when you eat fiber-rich food, it helps to slow down the process of carbohydrate converted to sugar, which means that our body will slowly release the sugar into the bloodstream. And
Mm,
that's why it helps to regulate our blood sugar level.
I
Okay,
see.
and
Okay.
other health benefits, of course, it helps to stimulate digestive system. As our gut, we contain a lot of good bacteria,
Mm,
and most of it feeds from the fiber, so it maintains our gut function.
I
Okay.
see. Okay.
Next, it helps to feel fullness. Since the process of digestion it takes time, so we will feel full for a long period of time. Okay, and the third, it helps to control cholesterol level in the body by
Yeah.
limit the amount of cholesterol released into the bloodstream. Okay, and of course, when we feel full, we'll avoid from take additional calorie.
Mm,
And yeah, benefits of course helps to prevent constipation by
yeah.
adding some bulks to our stool so that our stool can flow very easily.
Okay. Is there
That's some
anything such as a bad vegetable?
bad vegetables.
Vegetables are good. I mean, when we talk about fiber, is there such a thing as vegetables that you should not eat? I mean, apart from the poisonous ones, lah, of course. But is there anything at all that you wouldn't recommend? Maybe a vegetable that we think is good for us, but it's actually very low in nutrition.
Okay, actually, I will emphasize more patient to take green leafy vegetables.
Okay.
Okay, since green leafy vegetable contain much more high in fiber as contained to the starchy vegetables. Starchy vegetable like carrot, corn. Yes. So the fiber content is much more lesser.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. All right. Okay, so more green leaves, green vegetables. Okay. Are we looking at the next slide now? Okay, benefits.
So I share some benefits of IF. Okay, of course, IF is proven and very convenient in reducing weight and belly fat, supported by many studies. And IF improve our blood pressure and resting heart rate by improve numerous risk factor of heart disease. For example, the blood sugar level, okay, the cholesterol level, everything well controlled. So of course, we improve our heart. Okay.
All right.
And third is detoxification. IF improve removal of waste material from the body as we do not exert some pressure to our gut, which means that we give our gut to rest on and off during the fasting state, during the eating period. Okay. And IF of course can reduce insulin resistance since the fat content in our body is low, so our insulin become more active, so it can be used to lower the blood sugar level. And last, of course, it can improve thinking and boost our memory.
Okay. Where is the origin of intermittent fasting? Which country did this come from?
Actually, for the which country start, I'm really not sure on the
just
history.
Trivia.
Yes. I'm not sure on
But
the history.
when did this start? Because this is something new, kind. We've heard of Atkins diet and all that, but this is something that only has been heard of in a couple of years or so, or it could be earlier.
Yes, actually, it's just started like I think 3 to 4 years already.
Oh, I see.
Since I experienced this kind of patient, yeah.
Yeah, would you say that this is one of the most popular diets among Malaysians?
Yeah, actually, this one is the easiest method actually that they can do instead of just focus for certain food. For example, Atkins diet, they focus on the protein, on the but they less carbs, so the person can do not have enough energy to do their work if less carbohydrate.
Okay. Between this and keto diet, which would you suggest? Or it depends on what you're looking for?
Okay, actually, I suggest more on IF.
Okay. Why?
Okay, since IF, we did not restrict anything. Everything in moderation, everything in balance. We have all the protein, all the carbs, all the fat. We did not restrict anything from there.
Okay. So that's why it's easier to do lah.
It's just the amount, the portion, the calorie. As long as you follow, then we get a good result.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay, let's just take some questions from the viewers. Okay, Renu Gopal says, hi, good morning. Khalid Aljunit says, good morning. Okay, Ms. Renu Gopal also has a question. I tried IF with healthy lifestyle and lost weight around 12 kgs in 2 months. Wow, congratulations. That's amazing. And good news is I'm pregnant after 5 years after following this diet. I'm not sure it works for others, but it really works for me. Oh, great. So this is sharing from Ms. Renu Gopal. What do you think of that? 12 kgs in 2 months.
Wow. Actually, it's very good result. Okay, it's very proven that actually IF can reduce our weight. Okay, but I think this participant really indulge in their IF, which means they really follow the rules.
Yeah, discipline.
Yes, discipline. Do exercise.
Yes, correct. Oh, she's got a few questions also. How long can we follow intermittent fasting? Is there any timeline for this intermittent fasting? I see. If you have already reached your target weight, can you continue with intermittent fasting as a lifestyle, perhaps?
Okay, for how long? Actually, a few studies shows that there is no restriction on how long you can do IF.
Hmm.
Okay, but as long as you reach your target, you think that okay, that is your weight that you want. So after
Hmm.
that, you just eat everything in moderation. So you don't need to follow that one anymore. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Actually, it's
That,
convenient. It depends on yourself.
yeah. Yeah. To each its own lah. Okay. There's one more
Yes.
question by Ms. Renu also. Is IF good for people with low blood pressure?
Okay. For people with low blood pressure, we will suggest them to take more like protein-based sauce.
Mm-mm.
Okay, and then limit the, and then we suggest them to take more potassium-rich food. For example, green leafy vegetable, fruits. Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Miss Renu Gopal, for all your questions. Very good, eh? The sharing is very good. Okay, from Miss Gloria Jackson, how about zero Pepsi, Pepsi Black, Coke Zero, I think, can consume during fasting?
Okay, actually, this product, of course, they stated as a zero calorie, but they take something artificial to replace the sweetness taste.
Mm.
Okay, for the long term, it's not good since it will affect our kidney.
Okay, okay. Right, that's new. Never
We
knew
will
that.
not suggest them. So you can go for the water or black coffee or tea.
Okay, all right. Okay, Miss Gloria. How about SP Yan's question here? Hi, I'd like to drink coffee. I like to drink coffee, and I understand that coffee contains caffeine and might result in increase in heartbeat. So, is it good to take black coffee without sugar during IF?
Okay, for the caffeine intake per day, you cannot take more than 2 cups per day.
Mm.
Okay, so you need to be aware of your caffeine since it will, of course, affect your punya heartbeat.
Okay. All right. Next question by Miss Saida AR. As a beginner, is it good to intermittent fast every day?
Okay, actually, it depends on yourself whether if you think which method that you practice. For example, 16-8 methods. If you feel like
Mm.
or you can co-op with it, which means that you
Mm.
can do it. Okay, you
Yeah.
can continue. You feel like for adaptation period, okay, you need to slowly introduce yourself so that
Yeah.
our body get used to it.
Okay. For a beginner, which particular plan would you think is the best for baru nak try intermittent fasting?
Okay, actually I really suggest 16-8 methods.
Okay.
Okay, but the timing it depends on yourself. What time you want to eat, what time you want to fast. Normally, people will fast overnight during the sleeping time, so they won't think
Yeah.
too much on eating and
Yeah, I won't
eating.
feel lah. Okay, Miss Elena Tan, can we drink infused water during intermittent fasting?
Okay, infused water, 0 calories, so can, but no additional sugar or no adding anything.
Okay. Hi, Miss Barjish Paul Singh. This is our regular viewer. He always does this thumbs up and stuff. Thank you for sending cons. Keep them coming. Okay, from Ms. Hamsawani Subramaniam, please share what are the drinks that we can take during IF.
Okay, like I mentioned to you just now, you can take only plain water, only black coffee or tea without sugar. Anything that 0 calorie can. Even cola Pepsi can, but you need to know for the long term effect, it will affect your kidney.
Okay. Okay. All right. And hope that answers your question. Muhammad Salihuddin Sheikh Zan also gave a thumbs up. So thank you. Cecilia Chong, can we do intermittent fasting with gastric problem?
Okay, this one. Okay, gastric. Actually, this one you need to talk with your doctor whether your gastric is very severe or not, because doctor will advise accordingly. Okay, and if let's say the doctor allow you to do IF during your to do IF while you have giving gastric, So we will encourage you to take less spicy food, less sour
Yeah.
food, everything that can trigger your gastric acid to produce. So all
Yeah.
about the meal planning. Yes.
Okay. Apart from people who have gastric problems, what are the other criteria for that you would not recommend to do intermittent fasting?
Okay. All right. So here, okay, here are the
Yeah, I
list
think that
of
we didn't do that
the
last slide.
yes, we are not recommended for those people who are pregnant,
Okay.
breastfeeding, and teens under 18 years old, since the three of them need extra calorie for the
Mm.
development, for the growth. Okay, and then people with diabetes, since diabetes is very tricky because
Yeah.
they need to consult with their doctor first
Mm.
whether they need to adjust on their insulin injection or their oral medication, okay, before they can do intermittent fasting. So they need to consult with the doctor first.
Okay.
And
So
last
if
of
you
course
doubt, consult.
people people with history of eating disorder. Okay,
Okay.
eating
All right.
disorder, for example, like bulimia nervosa, people who are
Mm,
binge
mm,
eating, so they
mm.
have eating period. Okay, so there is no difference between fasting and during the eating period, since they eat the same calorie during eating period and during fasting. So
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
difference.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay, one from Miss Gwen Yap in intermittent fasting diet. Would you recommend us not to take fruits at all, considering the sugar content that the fruits have? Are we able to get all the necessary nutrients from vegetables only?
Okay, for fruits. Okay, okay, for fruits actually, in a day you can take 2 serving of fruits per day. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then the type of fruit as well is very important. If you think that the sugar content of the fruit is quite high, you can choose fruits that is hard. For example, like guava or apple instead of watermelon or kiwi or any watery fruits, because the fiber content is much more lesser but the sugar content is quite high. Okay,
Oh, okay, okay.
just
So
follow
the
the 2 servings per day if you feel
okay,
that the sugar content is very high.
I see. Wow, that's new. Okay,
Yeah,
for that.
actually you
All
can
right.
get. Sorry.
Sorry. Carry on. Actually, you can get what?
Actually, you can get nutrients from the vegetable as well, but you need to know that we want everything in balance. We want the vitamin A and everything from the fruits as well.
Okay. Okay, next question by Miss Elena Tan. I experience at times when I chew my food too fast, I feel my tummy don't feel full. Is that why we need to spend 20 minutes to chew?
Yes, correct. Because our body, our stomach will signal the satiety signal to our brain about 20 minutes
Mm.
to inform us that actually we are full.
Right. Okay, cool.
So
Good
just
news.
enjoy your food within 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. Savor it, savor it. Don't wolf it down so fast. Okay, Mr. Jason Lee, it's not taking breakfast will harm our health. How harm our health? Will it cause gastric?
Okay, to those who want to start intermittent fasting, okay, you try first. If you feel that it's not convenient for you, or if you feel like you're having the sign of symptom of gastric, or you feel like hypo, you
Mm.
don't feel like enough sugar in your body,
Yeah.
then it's not recommended for you. Then you can stop doing it, or maybe you can try a few days later to see whether you can or not.
Yeah, because some people breakfast is a must.
Yes, correct.
Okay, yeah. So it's not for everyone. Trial and error lah, see how can. Okay, another
Yes,
question.
try first.
And yeah, I have tried intermittent fasting before and it really helps to improve my cholesterol, glucose, and blood pressure level. But sadly, I did not lose any weight. Oh no, and my body fat percentage is still the same. Then sad face. What do you think of that?
Okay, you need to look back whether you exercise or not. Like I mentioned to
Mm,
you, fasting enough or dieting enough is not. You need
mm,
to combine with exercise as well. so that you will strengthen your muscle instead of losing your punya muscle. I'm afraid that this person might lose their punya muscle instead of fat.
I see. Okay. But what if you are exercising and then at the same time you're doing this intermittent fasting and still nothing happens? What else can be the reason?
Maybe our body are trying to adapt to it, but don't give up. You just try to do it.
Continue.
And yes, just continue first.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay. Miss Intan Baizuras asking, can you have a cheat day within the intermittent fasting period and burn what you ate through exercise, through extra exercise?
Okay. Normally, I heard about the cheat day, this one. Okay.
Cheat day, cheating
During
yourself.
actually we are not recommend since you macam dah latih you punya body to have some reward, so that once you stop it you feel like okay you don't have anything. So I think it's better if you don't have that cheat day. You can eat actually cake, you can, but don't overdo, don't eat too much.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't mean that you eat chocolate, you eat cake, you eat everything in one day, cannot.
Okay. All right. We've got a couple more questions and then we can wrap up the session. Wow, very popular lah today punya topic. A lot of people are asking questions. Okay. Tiam Lee, how many times we can do 24/24 fasting in a week?
Okay, like I mentioned to you, you can do once or twice a week. But it depends on your body. If you think that you can cope with that, you can continue. No issue.
Okay, all right. So thank you so much for that. Okay, I've got oh yeah, just a slight interview lah with you. You know, since we are here, have you always wanted? Because you obviously are very passionate about your job, and you're very well versed, very knowledgeable. So that's great to see because it helps. Have you always wanted to become a dietitian?
Yeah, actually, it's really my dream to become a dietitian. After
Oh,
I see, after I see my auntie, which have diabetes, and then the dietitian consult the patient. So I'm really like, okay, I'm into it. That's why I try to pursue this career.
I see, I see. Sorry to ask this, but have you ever had a weight problem before? That's a long leg.
Sorry, line.
Yeah. Now, have you ever had a weight problem? Have you tried any of these diets for yourself? Or you don't need to because from
Actually,
slim.
Actually, for myself, I don't need that kind of IF since I already achieved my ideal weight. So just I'm helping others to achieve their target weight.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's great. That's great. Very good. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to share with us? Actually, we've got a lot of questions lah, but we do have a time limit. Yes. Anything else, Miss Nurshazwani? Yes.
Just a conclusion. Just conclusion. Anyone?
Alamak.
Just in conclusion, some advice. So if you are planning to do IF, okay, you just need to choose wisely which one is suitable for you. You need to try first and just don't give up if you feel like the result is not that okay, because our body take times to adapt to new things. Okay? Don't give up and the result will comes later on. Don't worry.
Okay. Our viewers just now, the ones who asked the questions, all of them say. Okay, so that's the trick with this diet plan. Do not give up on intermittent fasting. So good luck if you all plan to try this. And thank you so much, Cik Nurshazwani Jasni, for your expert opinion. Miss Nurshazwani is with Columbia Asia Hospital Tebrau in JB. So if you are anywhere within that area, you can always go and see her, and she will guide you through any kind of diet plans that you plan to have. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye. See you guys again soon.
Bye.